You call me out beyond the shore into the waves. You make me brave. You make me brave. No fear can hinder now the love that made a way. You make me brave. You make me brave. You call me out beyond the shore to waves. You make me brave. You make me brave. No fear can hinder the promises you made. Because your love can wave after wave crashes over me, crashes over me. For you are for us, you are not against us. Champion of heaven, you made a way. Champion of heaven, you made a way. All to enter in.
I had the honor to sit down with some of Sara's family and friends this week. The stories they told and the countless ones that they didn't tell could be written and sold as a best-selling novel. The ones I did get a chance to hear, though, have been put into this story that the family would like to share with you today. When talking about Sara, several words and phrases kept coming up no matter who was talking. Happy, talkative, loving, forgiving, full of grace, leader, passionate, brilliant, fearless. Sara loved to laugh. Her voice was infectious, and her laugh even more so. In fact, as Ryan said, this setting right here, a funeral service, will be one of those times that Sara would look around at her siblings and her friends, and as soon as they make eye contact, that ugly laugh would ensue. You know the one, the dreaded church laugh. Lip quivering, shoulders shaking, trying to hold in kind of laugh, because it wasn't the proper time. With that description, one might think that it's probably a safe bet that she got into her share of trouble growing up. The family would concur with that assumption, as they told me stories of her sneaking out with friends, stories of them hiding in closets when they weren't supposed to be somewhere, stories of their code names like "Look out, 5-0's on the way," stories of 2-liter bottles of Dr. Pepper blowing up in the kitchen. You'll have to ask them about that one. One of the funniest things about hearing these stories was seeing the surprise on her dad's face as he was learning about a few of those for the very first time. Sara's go-to phrase when doing something she wasn't supposed to was, "Just please don't tell my mom." Definitely never a dull moment with Sara. As a kid, she loved to play a game called Midnight Moonlight. Once while playing that game and running from someone, she ran smack dab into a tree. She hit it so hard that you could tell what kind of tree it was by the imprint of the bark it left on her forehead. She was somewhat of a tomboy. You could count on her always having dirt or some kind of food on her face. If she was playing Barbies with her friends and her brothers were coming, she would pretend she wasn't a girl and say, "Hurry, hide those Barbies." Sara was fearless. Example, as you saw on the screen, she was a catcher on a competitive softball team called the Oklahoma Explosion. She was fearless when the opposing team would be running straight at her to try to slide in at home plate. So fearless that she broke her tailbone once before because she was not going to budge. The good news is she still tagged the runner out. She believed in working hard on that team, whether it was 100 degrees outside with all of her equipment on, or if it was 35 degrees outside and she was complaining about her coach canceling practice. She was always determined to bring her best. Everyone loved Sara, and Sara loved everyone. Her capacity to love people was second to none. She was full of grace. She had a heart to forgive easily and love endlessly. Her family said they saw so much growth in Sara since she started coming to church. The happiest and most glorious day for her family was when she asked Jesus Christ into her life. And she just didn't stop there. She went in at full speed ahead. She prayed continually for her family and friends. She had a burning desire to see everyone have a personal relationship with Jesus. She hurt for those that did not know him. She loved helping people get to the next level, whether that was in her Circle of Sisters group, where she loved to mentor other ladies and help them get on the right path, or the countless people that she was an example to, like the teen moms that she spoke to and encouraged. She always lived out this phrase, "So others may live." Sara liked to talk. Actually, she loved to talk. I think the rest of the family was a little bit concerned that her triplets would never learn to talk because they might not ever get a chance. She and her brothers and sisters loved to play pranks on each other. There was the all-time favorite funny story about them camping and her brothers Ryan and Chris scaring Sara into thinking that there were such things as man-eating deer. And the one joke that never got old, when Sara would be meeting someone for the first time, it always came up in conversation that she was the mom of triplets. If her brother Chris happened to be standing there, After introducing himself as her brother, he would then say, "Yeah, but only one of those triplets is mine," and just walk away. Sara loved the outdoors. Float trips, bonfires, camping, and boating were her favorites. In fact, one time Sara finally got the opportunity to drive the boat. And on that first time, she successfully sent 3 people flying off of said boat and into the water. Sara was a planner. She was always planning something, in fact, usually multiple somethings at once. Her mom recalls when she realized that Sara could do this whole mom thing. She would drop Sara off at the NICU to visit those triplets every day. And one day when picking her up, Sara said, "Mom, I gotta purchase a planner." That's when her mom said, "She's got this." She was a professional towel whipping, jump roping, water fighting, skiing, tubing, knee boarding, Mountain Dew commercialing, belching queen with an awesome, unique, raspy voice. The one thing she couldn't do with that unique voice, however, was whisper. No secrets around Sara. Sara had a true love for Josh. He loved her, and he loves those kiddos. They affectionately call him Daddy Josh. Whenever he was taking naps with them or getting his toenails painted, it was evident how much he loves them. When the family first met Josh, they said, "We want you to keep this one." Josh completed Sara, and the family loves Josh as one of their own. And speaking of those triplets, Jackson, Jade, and Jordan, your mom loved you so much. You were the lights of her life. You kept your mom on her toes, that's for sure. One of the funniest stories I heard was how she loved watching them play baseball. That is, until she looked out on the field and they were all standing on their heads or wrestling in the field while they were supposed to be playing ball. It's okay, though. You came by it honest. It's no doubt that you are a mommy's girl and mommy's boys. That love she had for you lives on in each one of you. My prayer is that you would mirror your mom's love for God, her love for family and friends, and her love for others. She has set the bar high for you. Take it even higher. Sara may be gone from this earth, but the love that she had for all of her family and friends still remains. Sara lived an amazing life. She touched so many, and many lives were changed for good because of her. It was an honor to give you a glimpse into the life of this great woman. We will miss you, Sara, but we will see you again.